Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be test driving EtsyHunt, a new Etsy research tool that not only is going to help us find the best-selling products, but also best-selling tags and which tags have the least amount of competition but highest amount of sales volume. Because ultimately we want to get more views, we want to get more sales, more favorites, but we want to stay in categories that don't have high competition. For example, if you take a look at the keyword gift for daughter, it has a lot of views, a lot of favorites, and 180,000 sales. So this is great. However, with competition, we're up against 600,000 other listings. So we should still use gift for daughter, but if we scroll down, EtsyHunt is going to help us find keywords that have less competition, but still very high sales volume and very high views. So for example, name necklace mom gift has 48,000 for competition and 6,000 monthly sales on average. So this might be a better keyword to include. You might have a higher chance of ranking for this keyword early on. And then if you get enough sales traction, you might eventually rank for gift for daughter. Etsy wants conversions. They want sales. They don't want to show your products to people and just have dead listings that don't get sales. They want to show your products for very, very relevant terms that people are actively searching for. So don't keyword stuff with any of these keywords that don't pertain to your product, but use them to your advantage to rank in categories that don't have as much competition. For example, sober gifts necklace, over 6,000 sales a month, but only about 1,000 listings to compete with. Compare that to silver name necklace, which has 142,000, or personalized gifts for mom, which has 89,000. So the next way that I would use EtsyHunt would be to actually find best-selling products, right? We want to find products that not only can we sell them on Etsy, but they would work really well in Facebook ads or TikTok ads on our Shopify store. We're going to use EtsyHunt's refined filters, for example, sales, reviews, and the bestseller tag to find products that are trending now, that are getting reviews now, that are getting sales now. Remember, it isn't only so that we can create another Etsy listing and try and compete with these bestsellers. It's mostly so that we can find products that are in high demand that will work on Facebook, that will work on TikTok ads, because at the end of the day, we want organic traffic from Etsy and Amazon and Walmart, and I love the organic traffic, but we want to find products, we want to find inspiration for print-on-demand products that are going to scale with social media advertising. But if you're still in the stage of organic listing on Etsy and Amazon and you don't want to invest in paid advertising, it's totally fine. There's no reason to rush into something until you're ready, but I do highly recommend it if you're looking to take your print-on-demand game to the next level. So over on the product tab, you can type in a keyword, or you can just come down and select a category and different metrics like bestseller or sales. So in this case, I selected jewelry, I selected bestseller, and I have all time selected. So one of the listings that really stood out to me was this unbiological sisters gift. And the reason being is because over the last 7 days, it has gotten 29 reviews on this one product. And remember guys, only about 1 in 3, 1 in 4 people are going to end up leaving a review. So this product is probably selling really well right now, the past 7 days. So let's take a look at this unbiological sisters necklace. So EtsyHunt is going to help us with even more metrics, even more data. It's even going to tell us the tags that they are using with this listing. Their store has over 68,000 sales. But this particular listing that has been selling well over the past 7 days, over the past 2 weeks, 692 sales, 1,200 favorites. If we scroll down, we can actually kind of see a chart of when they've gotten their sales, because it's important to remember we don't want a product that's gotten a lot of sales 3 years ago. We want something that is in demand now, that we can see people are purchasing it now and are reviewing it and are passionate about it today. We can see that from October 30th to November 5th, they did 23 sales, then 57 from the 6th to the 12th. Then November 13th to the 19th, they did 80 sales. It seems like that's where they peak. And now through the rest of November and December, they're still getting pretty consistent sales. And of course, part of this was because Q4 came up around the end of October. You know, people start getting more serious about shopping. So that could have been part of the reason why this started selling so well. And again, when you're on a specific listing page, you can scroll down and you can see the tags that they are using. And so they have mostly high competition tags like birthday gift, necklace for her, gift, necklace, but that's because this listing has a lot of sales already, so they can rank for these higher competition keywords. Most important things you need to look at are the sales recently, the reviews recently, And of course, once you find a product that you're interested in, you'll want to actually go to the Etsy details page, look at the reviews. What are people saying about the reviews? How can you improve on this product? What print on demand necklace would you include with this message? Would you change the message? Would you change the design? Start thinking about how you would create a new product to offer. And if you take an approach where you start with something like EtsyHunt or any research tool, and you start with your research and then you go from there, your chances of success are so much higher. In the past, I've fallen into the trap of just creating what I think is great and what I think will work. But I'm an audience of one, and I really honestly see the most success when I focus on the audience out there, not myself. A lot of the times, the stuff that I create isn't going to relate to other people. And a lot of the times, what other people like isn't going to relate to me. I may not understand it, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to create the product and sell it to them. Everyone's going to benefit in the transaction, and that's how I view print on demand. I view it as a low risk business model. It's great for beginners, it's great for people getting started, and it's one of the many ways that you can add supplemental passive income into your life with very low risk and very low time investment. If you're just consistent with it, with a few listings per day, a few listings per week, you'll see success over time, and it will snowball and it will build. But do your research. Don't just only focus on what you think will work. Be sure to look at data, because data doesn't lie. If people are buying something, if people are reviewing something, if people are taking the time to talk about it, it's probably in demand, and it's probably something you're more likely to succeed with. You can't create demand. You can only create a product or a service that can fit into a demand. I guess you could create demand, but it's incredibly difficult compared to tapping into existing demand. That's what markets are. That's what audiences are. They have needs, wants, and demands. And if you try and offer something to someone and they're not demanding it, they don't need it, they have a lot of it, or they've already seen it too many times, or they're just not interested because it doesn't align with their beliefs and their identity, they're not going to buy it from you. Why would they? So anyway, that was a random tangent. Back on track. This is what it looks like once you click on a product that you actually are interested in. So you can also track stores. See that the last 30 days they sold 211 units, and their average daily sales are about 20 units per day. So globally, they rank about 15,000 among all stores. So it's a great store to follow. I can add it to a list so that I can follow it and track what they're doing. And if I scroll down, they'll show me the best selling products over the last 30 days. I can also take a look at their overall trend as a shop. Are they trending upward? Are they trending downward? In this case, it looks like their weekly sales are increasing. But that's also because we're in the gift giving, gift shopping season. So keep that in mind. The larger overall trend is Q4, and shopping season is going to influence demand a lot. Like, think about how many gifts you buy for family members and loved ones and for yourself during the season. Almost every shop, if you're doing it right, is going to see increased demand and increased sales. So one extremely useful feature on the store tab that you can track are their popular tags. So you can look at how often they're using tags, how many views they get, and even how much in sales. So get this, guys. They have "on my wedding day" as a tag 6 times in different listings, and their sales volume has totaled $243,000 in sales, according to EtsyHunt. I'm not sure exactly how they calculate that number, but according to EtsyHunt, they are killing it on one keyword. And then look at the keyword underneath that: custom gift, 211,000. It's another side tangent for another video. Custom gifts and personalized gifts are extremely useful, and I will be talking about a new personalized name necklace, monogrammed calligraphy necklace. So keep an eye out for that video, because that's going to be an extremely popular product that you can offer on Etsy and on Shopify. You could search for your own store on EtsyHunt and use that to determine what are your best-selling tags, what are you getting the most traffic from, where do you rank compared to maybe some other sellers that you are inspired by. And then this was a really interesting feature. It shows you the top 100 best-selling products. And if we go over here to their best-selling product of all time, it's Mother of Bride Gift, from daughter to mother, and it's "on my wedding day." So that would explain that's their top-selling tag. Of course, there's probably some other tags in there too that bring them a lot of traffic. These are the main 4 products that they get a lot of sales from. Of course, they get sales from a variety of other products that they list, but keep in mind, if you have an Etsy shop, you're probably going to have a few products that rank a a lot higher than others. And that's definitely the case with this store. So keep listing, keep creating products, and eventually you will have your winning listings. On average, their products are selling over 100 units, and this shop is going to get boosted by Etsy because they have such a high conversion rate. They don't have listings sitting around not selling. They don't have listings sitting around selling 1 unit per year. They're probably testing out new products to see, if something else will stick. Of course, you have to keep innovating, you have to keep creating, you have to keep introducing new products to your market. But overall, if those products flop and they don't get consistent sales, they remove them from their store. And because of that, their store ranks higher in search results, generally speaking, because Etsy knows that there's a higher chance that their customer that's ready to purchase is going to buy your listing. They don't want to show your listing unless it has a high chance of converting. And of course, they'll with new listings, they'll give you a few views here and there to see if there's any potential with your product. But if the click-through rate and if the conversion rate on your listings are low, I typically recommend removing them after 2 months of very low activity. So if you're not getting hardly any, if you're getting 50 visits or less and you haven't gotten to purchase, you're probably going to be punished by Etsy. That specific listing probably won't show up very often, but overall your shop conversion rate is going to go down as well. So remove it from your shop, deactivate it, and really take a look at what you're offering and make sure that you can maintain a high conversion rate and a high click-through rate on your shop. Really clean thumbnails that are easy to read, clean titles that, yes, they have search terms and yes, they have keywords, but they're easily read by a human being because that's who you're going to be communicating with. So if you wanted even more information about your competitors and about their competing products, you can scroll down and you can see their shipping time distribution. So a lot of their products ship in 8 to 13 days. So if you can find a print-on-demand product and a print-on-demand partner that ships faster than them, you can potentially outrank them on their listings eventually, because Etsy is going to favor the products and the listings that ship out faster, because it's a positive customer experience when listings are shipped out extremely fast. Etsy ultimately would be extremely happy if they could be like Amazon and have all of their sellers get packages out in like 2 days. But in a realistic time frame, I think 2 to 7 days is reasonable. I think with Shine On as a production partner and with 1 to 2 days handling time, 2 to 7 days should not be a problem at all. Since everything from this production partner is made in the United States, it's shipped from Florida, so it gets to our customers in the United States pretty quickly, overall, on average 5 days. And they've recently introduced a shipping option for first class USPS, and it costs $10, but it can get to your customer on average in 2 days. You can essentially create a new shipping profile and pass that charge on to your customers. Just charge them the $10 fee that it would cost you for the faster shipping, or you can even sell it for $15 and offer priority handling and shipping and collect the extra $5 upsell at checkout. So that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching until the end. We will be continuing our No Kid Hungry donation, so comment below. For each comment, I will be donating a meal, and I sincerely appreciate you. So I hope that this helps. I'm going to leave a link for EtsyHunt, and if you're interested, I think that this can really help you grow on your Etsy store, and it can also help you find products to sell on your Shopify store and then promote through TikTok and Shopify ads that we talk about with our print-on-demand course. If you haven't seen that course yet, I will link a video so that you can go check it out. And until next time, guys, have an amazing day, create something awesome. Peace.